anyone planning to have a gathering for 4th of July who is eligible for a vaccination, they should get vaccinated. That would be the number one piece of advice. For those who are too young to be vaccinated, I think keeping your celebrations to outdoors is a way to reduce the risk. I think obviously children have missed out on a lot of activities that they generally really enjoy doing, especially in the summer months last year. And so we know many families are planning to move around a bit more, especially now that the parents are vaccinated. And so I think there are certain things families can think about when they're planning what they're doing this summer, certain safer options, including especially considering outdoor activities. We know that the virus does not spread well outdoors. And so activities like camping or hiking, for example, with children who are unvaccinated might be a nice option for this summer, both for exercise and to get outdoors. If you have high risk individuals, especially high risk unvaccinated children, for example, and you're planning a gathering of many people, then that might be a scenario where you may want to recommend masking and other precautions take place. I would, in the same vein, discourage kind of very large gatherings of people if there's going to be unvaccinated children around, even if it's happening outdoors as well. And so paying some attention to the size of the crowd, the amount of space you have, activities like eating where you might have sharing of utensils or food. Those are all kinds of things to carefully think through to figure out ways that you can reduce the risk, especially with a group that may be higher risk for developing complications if they were to get COVID-19 infection. I would be extremely cautious about mixing children from different households who are unvaccinated, even if all of the adults are vaccinated. Certainly, there are things you can do to reduce risk in that situation, but I think it would be difficult with any gathering of people to completely eliminate risk when you have multiple unvaccinated people from different households. And so certainly would think very carefully about that, but masking, distancing, hosting a gathering outdoors would be strategies that you could use to reduce risk. Many different countries have set out different expectations for what kinds of vaccine documentation you need, what kinds of testing you need. And so I think making sure you're very familiar with any recommendations, guidelines related to where you're planning to go, and very importantly, understanding what is going on with COVID-19 in those countries. So definitely recommend against traveling, especially with unvaccinated children, to any area that's seeing a lot of viral transmission or large outbreaks ongoing.